everybody, it's Elisa here. So today in this video I wanted to share some books I recommend for you to read in recovery. And why I want to share it is because we did a renovation, so actually now I have like an office or my room where I can do all my work stuff. And previously I have always like ordered books to my phone, audiobooks, Kindle books, so I have all of them here. And yeah, because we didn't have like a proper, you know, space where to put them, but now I have some shelves and I really wanted to order some books because this is like part of my work. And I also I ordered the books I have read, and it's part of my work. Some books that has like helped me recover, and also books that I have read like after recovery that I find very beneficial. So I want to recommend them for you. And yeah, so I have all my books here, and they will not come in any particular order. I just took them from my shelf, but I just wanna maybe give you some recommendation. So firstly, this book, maybe you have heard, you know, this intuitive eating. I definitely recommend this one. I read it in my recovery. It was such a helpful book to kind of understand like what the normal eating is about, and yeah, about intuitive eating, like how to stop all dieting, how to start listening to your body, your hunger, yeah, like overcome the diet mindset and everything. So yeah, definitely this book would be the first one I would recommend. And by the way, I will put all the links in the description. But what I wanted to talk about is also this book, Intuitive Eating Workbook. And this is, I haven't read yet completely, but this is what I'm reading currently because yeah, like as you know, I'm an eating disorder recovery coach. And this book is very practical. It gives you some like exercises, some tools, like practical ways to start to change your mindset, your habits, and yeah, to heal your relationship with food. Because sometimes I think that like it's not enough to just read, but actually you have to start doing something. You have to apply, you have to take the steps, so then you can see actual results and progress. So this book is the next one I recommend. And yeah, I haven't read it completely, but I love it so far. And the next one I have here is The Health at Every Size. So this book is all about like how you can be healthy at every size, how to focus on health without focusing on your weight. Like you can focus on your health without having the goal of weight loss, because we all know that diets don't work. Focusing on your weight to lose weight, like who has that answer? Like nobody has the answer how to lose weight healthfully, sustainably, long term. It just doesn't work. Like all the studies show that dieters who try to lose weight, they often gain, or like 99% they gain the weight back, often even more than they started with, and it destroys their health. Plus you can develop eating disorders or disordered eating. So yeah, but instead like focus on health, also like restoring your normal relationship with food, and yeah, then you can be healthy regardless of your weight. So yeah, this is another very important book to read. The next one is this book, and when I was recovering I read her website. This is Gwyneth Olvon, or I don't know if I'm saying it or pronouncing it correctly, but she had formerly it was Eurotopia when I was recovering, but now it's edinstitute.org, I think. And yeah, and she wrote the book, and yeah, and thanks to her, like largely, you know, like I was able to recover. And many, you know, like she's the creator of also of the minimal calorie guidelines, or now it's known as the Homo dynamic recovery method. And you know, the caloric minimums, the 2,500 to 3,500 calories. And many people think that this is only for people who are like underweight or who have anorexia. but actually I used what she wrote on her website and what is written here also in my recovery from bulimia and orthorexia. And I was like normal weight, and also I had my period, and even I had to stop all dieting, eat to my full hunger, at least the minimum calories, plus I went through or like responded to my extreme hunger. I stopped exercise. So yeah, I think like this is very important kind of to build the recovery baseline. And actually this one is the next one I would recommend. And like I have listened to her podcast for a long time now, and to be honest, like I haven't read the whole book, but because I know her approach, then I already guess like what it's about. And I have listened to her audiobook version, maybe I'm like halfway through, so yeah. But I hope like I will get a chance to fully read her book as well, the Effit Diet. So yeah, and I recommend, because I love her, like she's so funny, and yeah, and I listened to her audiobook. It's also very good, like seems very well written, and yeah, so get this book as well. Next one is this book, and when I got it, I was like, oh my god, like this is such a like thick book, like so many pages. And this is my like fellow recovery coach. I have also done an interview on my channel, and yeah, and this is her book, Rehabilitate, Rewire, Recover. And I have read her book, the Kindle version. I think it's very good. I recommend it. She recovered from anorexia. I think this is like a book you must have when you are in recovery. So yeah, I recommend her book. And her approach and everything, like she talks a lot about the migration theory. If you have heard about it, I think it's very valuable, very beneficial, especially when you're recovering from anorexia. You understand like where the fear of weight gain comes from, the fear of like eating too much, or like fear of eating too much. And yeah, so it's packed full of like so much valuable information. And also I got her this book. This is little like a guide or something, but also like a very beneficial book to have in your recovery, like how to rewire your brain. And this is like a subject like I am so interested in, and I also think like it's very well written, even though she says that obviously like she's not like neuroscientist, like I'm not a neuroscientist, but I think like she like really understands like how to rewire the brain if you are recovering from an eating disorder. So yeah, like I think it's also like a must-have in your recovery shelf. Yeah, because we all know that recovery is not just about like gaining weight, eating enough, but it's like rewiring the brain, reprogramming the brain is a major part of reaching full recovery. So yeah, and to keep on going with the brain rewiring, this is another book. This is not focused on recovery, but this is just like also like how to rewire your brain and rewire from like OCD, compulsive habits, I don't know, like addictive behaviors. Yeah, so I think this is like also like a book I really love, and I also think it's practical. It provides the step-by-step approach. So yeah, I really recommend this book as well. You Are Not Your Brain, and I will put the details in the description. Next, I want to also recommend my book, because yeah, like my book, I'm very proud of my book, and Brainwashed, the diet-induced eating disorders, how you got sucked in and how to recover. And this is based on my experience, how I fully recovered from my bulimia and orthorexia, but it also applies with people with anorexia, because there is like so much similarities in all eating disorder recoveries. And yeah, like everything I did to fully recover step by step. And yeah, so, and I have so much good reviews on Amazon as well, so I'm very proud of that. And The next, I don't have like any more like recovery books, but the other thing I recommend is more like spirituality or like the mindset, work and everything you also have to do in recovery. The Loving What Is by Katie, and she explains like a 4-step approach that can change your life. And yeah, really I recommend you to look it up on Amazon, read more about it. But I really think that like this can be one of the keys to like end the suffering, like if I can use this word, like yeah, like to end the suffering that comes from your own mind. And also I think it really helps when you're struggling with like how to deal with other people when you are in recovery. If you're interested in that, I really recommend yes, this book. And the last book, also not directly related to recovery, but I think it is because, as I said, like the mental recovery is a huge part of recovery. And this is also a book I recommend. This is like also a fellow YouTuber, Teal Swan, and I really love her videos, like very like spiritual videos. And this is the completion process, and in this book she provides like I think like 18-step process how to like when you have went through trauma that many people have in an eating disorder, like from their childhood, then like how to put yourself back together again, like spiritually. And yeah, Mona is there. I don't know if you can hear her like scratching in her scratching post. But anyway, I think this is such an interesting book. Also, I love the practicality of it. I really love that this provides like step by step like how to go through the process of healing from like past traumas, and literally like spiritually, emotionally, like put yourself together again, and to also like feel your feelings, your emotions, and yeah, like heal your emotional body and heal from the past, like whatever you have been through. So yeah, so these are the books I recommend, and this is currently my bookshelf. I have some other books as well, but yeah, I think this would be right now the most important ones. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.